Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have 4 Loki versus Celestial Avengers, and they banned Silk, Void, and Cassie. Titania and Hulk are globally banned. Ghost is a free woman, as is Kingpin. And we are bringing in an old favorite. Professor X is coming to war. And at this point, Necropolis has been out for a few days, and the first day, the Maestro boss was out. And it caught people off guard. The second war, he was out. People figured him out, and with Decay and Void and stuff, it's just, you know, he wasn't doing this. He wasn't catching people off guard. So now Maestro has been moved to other nodes, and I have finished my first Necro path. So I have an Ascension that I can make, and I have my own Maestro as a 6-star, at least for now, that I can duel against, which means I can practice heavy spacing, heavy countering, and stuff like that, which is important for me, at least when I use Professor X. But first up, we have this Peni, or this Kindred. It's unduped, so I don't have to worry about him rooting me at the end. I have a rank 5 Nick Fury on Ebb and Flow Knockdown. I have a I-Bomb, and I have a Killmonger. And I'm just kind of checking out the defenders and seeing what star level they are. And I'll be taking the Sassy, of course, on Ebb and Flow Knockdown, right back at it with the debuff immunity. And it's a rank 2. And then I'll be taking this Mangok potentially. And then I will be taking this Maestro right here. Now, we did have something else assigned, so I wasn't 100% sure we were going to take it when we finished planning with Drew. But right after plans came out, we decided to use Professor X. So it's good that I had him on my team. And that's why he is glowing green right there. I decided to ascend him because I was going to be taking the Maestro mini, I should say. So for this fight, I'm just going to hit Kindred with a protection up. And really not worry about his degen, and he's gonna throw a special 2. I'm going to pause his charges, and then I'm gonna knock him down. This is what something I learned from fighting Oakley's you know, beefy R5 Max Sig, is that once I pause those charges, I can basically kind of repeat the cycle. You see how, you know, I can I'm back into the pause mode, and the debuff immunity came back. Here, unfortunately, he throws that into my block, so I don't get as long a window to knock him down. I decide not to. So the plan basically is to push him to an SB2 and then knock him down and see if I can start doing some major damage at that point. So. Right there, I counter the special 2, and he throws a special 1, which, you know, kills my my timing with everything. But it's fine. He's, you know, it's about a little over a minute, and he's at 30%. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I want to push into another special 2, get that pause, and it happens right here. I pause it right at 47 charges, and I knock him down, and I'm like, all right, cool. He throws his heavy, protection's down, I'm dealing some damage, and I relic into a combo, and I finish the fight because he is not duped, so he will not root me at the end. I could have killed him with a special 3. Now this Fury, I've taken Professor X into Nick Fury a lot, but I haven't used Professor X in a long time, so I am nervous actually for this fight. I threw on Max Coagulate. I threw on Mutagenesis and Suture because I don't want to get caught with a light bleed. I just don't want to get caught with a light bleed. And I could have used Peni for this fight. However, I need to ramp up X for Maestro specifically, because I'm not sure exactly how that interaction is going to work. Although on paper it should be fine. So this is the first time I'm using Ascended X, and I'm the plan basically here is to parry heavy and watch for limber, and and just kind of, you know, push him to an SP2 if I can. But man, I'm doing 20k you know, mediums with the protection down. There I had my falter and he was under 5 tactical charges, so I decided to get a long charge on my mind control charges. And here I'm going to push him to an SP2, and basically just you know, I can't get cornered. That's like the main thing. So you see me kind of hit his block, really push him to his corner, and here I'm like, okay, I need to get one more heavy charge to get over 100, or to get to 100, and I'm like, all right, at this point I'm where I want to be. I just want to push him over 2 bars, and when he's at 2 bars of power, there I use my falter to get that to push him over 2 bars. But when he's at 2 bars of power, or right when he's gonna die, I should say, I wanna knock him down. So I get the fury as his decoy is dying. Then I let his decoy drain, and then I can throw my special 3 with 100 charges. It should kill him. So there I back off so I can get this parry heavy, and it's going rather okay at this point. I just need to land my parries and save my relic in case I need it for the decoy life, so I can get a knockdown from it. But here I'm in a perfect position. He's at 6%, and I can basically combo and push him over, and I'm gonna wait till he starts dying right here, and then I throw my special 3 with a heavy charge, and that's all she wrote. I'm running mutant boost, I believe, for this fight. I'm only running 8 150s because it's a lane fight, and the health pool wasn't that bad, but it's really all I really need. He's gonna go down, so it went a little slower than I would like. I was just playing it really safe, but I mean, Professor X, you know, I think Andy, you know, says, you know, it takes forever. And it's not that he takes forever, he just takes about the same amount of time if you do the SP3 cheese. He's going to take about a minute and a half to, about a minute and a half, plus or minus, you know, 10-20 seconds, whether it's a lane fight, a mini, or a boss. So if this was a boss fight, it would still take about, you know, 2 minutes. This one a little longer because of the intercept and its fury, but for most of their fights. Now, I've taken I-Bomb with Professor X before. With the Power Star 1, you can basically get into your rotation before anything happens, but I didn't want to chance anything, and I have Peni Parker, who is poison immune, so I figured I would just use Peni and just, you know, not worry about anything here. I'm protected with my auto block with the if I try intercepting. This fight was rather frustrating. I get a quick intercept, so I'm like, cool. I'm starting off well, and I'm you know, dealing some damage. This node has Sadist, so the more debuffs on I-Bomb, the more damage he does. And at the beginning, you know, he's throwing that special 1, and it's working out just fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm at 15 charges, but then I lose some charges there because he hits me and my auto block triggers, and I'm like, okay, special 1 corners you, so I'm just like, okay, I try getting an intercept there, and I don't get it. So then I try there, and he intercepts me. My auto block saves me, but I lose all my charges here, and I should have pushed him over a bar. I did push him over a bar, and then I throw my special 2, and it just doesn't do anything because I lost my charges with the auto block trying to intercept. So now I kind of have to reset. The protection's still up, and it's, you know, it's just there. I get auto. I have to use my auto block again. I lose my charges. So I'm just like, man, this fight should have been over by now if I would have got the intercept and throw my special 2 with everything up. But I just don't want to get cornered because he has 12 stacks of poison, so he's hitting extremely hard right now. Even through the block or my parry, my willpower is healing me, thankfully. But if I get clipped, I can really take some damage, and you know, obviously I don't want to do that. So here I want him to throw the special 1, and I'm like, okay, there, can I get? I need to push him to a special 1, bait it, and then get my special 2 ready for the intercept. So here I want him to throw this And he does, and I'm like, all right, can I just get an intercept? And I get one there, and I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna throw the special 2, and it nukes him down. That's what should have happened about a minute ago, but things have to line up on these protection nodes. That's why I think some people don't like doing them, but you know, it's just a matter of patience. So this fight, shout out to Mad Cow who got me the White Magneto pre-fight. You don't really need it here, because you can heavy counter his special 1 and his heavy for the charges with Professor X, but I'll take it all day. You know, makes things much easier. I have the same boost, the 150 running right now, and I have I'm already at, you know, 2 persistent charges, so I'll have more prowess of my SB3. But Professor X doesn't make contact with his heavy attack and his light attacks and second medium, and only the first medium makes contact, and the first hit of his special 2 makes contact. So I don't have to worry about reverb at all. The only thing I have to worry about is not to hit his block after he throws a special 1, and to make sure I remove the indestructible charges after he throws a special 2. So here I'm like, okay, I'm already at 100 charges. I'm red. I'm going to use my falter for a heavy intercept, and I get it there, and I throw my special 3, and this fight is essentially over. This is only a 6-star, and max sig doesn't matter because, again, I'm not taking reverb damage at all through this fight. So he's still a tanky boy. You see there, you know, I only did 83k on the first special 3, and it's just, you know, Killmonger is just a pain to fight, like in BGs and in war. Sometimes he just doesn't want to die. But right there, if I was running max recoil, I would have killed him with the second special 2. I didn't want to run it in case something happened. And I still have non-Professor X fights after this, so I don't want to throw it on because I don't need it. I don't want it on for my SpiderGwen fights. So that was my section 1 and section 2. Now we will be throwing on some science boosts for the Sassy on node 38. It's unduped, so because it's unduped, I am not running the 12-200s. I want to try to conserve those for the dupe Sassies, and really kind of utilize that extra power back with the regen that I have to counter. But here I have a White Magneto pre-fight. I have Peni, which ramps my Spidey charges on SpiderGwen, and so the plan basically is to same as always, every war. I mean, this Sassy keeps getting placed here, and I keep fighting it, and I keep smoking it. Knock on wood. I'm not complaining, because any fight that you can take multiple times in solo, you get more and more experience. When things go wrong, and they will, you can find a way to win, and that's ultimately the goal, to solo. So here I push him to an SB2, and you know, I want to bait it at this point, and I want him to throw it quickly because his prowess does build, and I'm just like now he's at 5 stacks. So if I take any of that through the block, it's gonna hurt. It's 7 prowess there at the end of that, but do a combo to kind of let it down, and he's not duped, so I can actually counter his heavy and his specials during Wrath. So here I throw my relic to basically get a knockdown, and he's gonna throw this special, and I'm gonna throw my special to deal damage while Wrath is up, because his damage mitigation is no longer there with no rage stacks, and it does a good amount. It does a good amount. He throws his special 2 right away, which is ideally what I want, and now he's around 23%, and I'm like, all right, cool. This fight is essentially over. I don't have to worry about countering the regen. Just get a knockdown here, and I'm gonna throw the special 2 and end the fight. So that fight went smooth, and next up we have this Mangog on the Root Mini, and for this fight I'm running the 8 150s. I'm running a Power Start 1 here because in an ideal scenario I can run this Power Start 1 into Maestro, but I have to throw max recoil on for the Maestro Mini, so I don't know if I'll get there. I guess I could have had the points out and ready to go before, but I throw the special one right away because I want to Enerate him and keep him in the corner. I don't get an Enerate, unfortunately, before he gets to a bar, but he does throw his special right away. I'm doing 4-hit combos, and I land an Enerate and throw my special one, and now we're cooking. Now we're cooking because now I can do full combos, parry, knock him down, keep him slowed. So even if I push him over 10 stacks of his rage, he'll be slowed, so he won't be unstoppable. So I can hit him. And if he won't get over a bar, you know, he can't even throw a special. Here I throw my relic. He's still kind of Enervated. I still have my form up, and I want to throw a special 2 to stun him and kill him. But those rage stacks do mitigate my damage. So you see how I was basically hitting like a noodle at the end, but ultimately it didn't matter. You know, SpiderGwen is too OP. Now for the main event. You know, when I first got my 6-star Maestro, the first thing I did is try to heavy counter him and see if I get to my SP3 before his Neutronium, you know, builds up, and that energy damage or whatever it's called. And you can. I mean, he glances everything, but I ramp up with my heavy, and that's what I need to charge. And he doesn't glance specials, so on paper this is just going to be a nuke fest. So I just have to watch that he has vigilance up, right, so he can't miss me. And right here I get a few parry heavies. I have max petrify, so I can limit his power gain here. Now he's faltered, so I decide to throw a heavy there in case, you know, and while he's faltered, so he can throw that special, and I basically miss it. Now his glancing's up, and I'm like, okay. So when you knock him down, it actually, you know, puts a pause on when he can gain his charges. You see right there, he's still at 21, and that really buys me time to get to 100 and throw my special 3. I have 3 persistent charges. I don't know if I got the heavy charge off of here, so let's see if I can catch it in the video, which means it would give me an extra prowess because I threw it really quickly after I started heavy charging because he was coming at me. And I have 4, yeah. So I have 4 prowess right here, and this fight is over. It's over. I mean, it's Jover basically. Once I get to my special 3, I actually want them to place him as a boss again, because I'll just do this exact same thing except in a heavy counter. So I'll take some chip damage, and it's just Jover with Professor X. So OP defender to come out, and Professor X smokes him all day every day. So that was my war. And you know, we had a rough start to the season, going 2-4, but we did win this war, get back on the winning streak. We won 11-4, you know. And shout out to the MVPs of the war, Karate Mike, B McG, and Andrew, and I will see you guys in the next one.